episode of the Bitcoin Lounge. Right now, I'm gonna be chilling, smoking a cigar. I'm gonna leave it on screen share so I can chill outside, get some sun, enjoy a beautiful day, and hopefully a few of you guys jump in so we can all chat. Look forward to seeing, I'm sure, a couple of you guys. So I'm gonna get this on screen share. I'm gonna put this out on Twitter and Telegram, and then I'm gonna smoke a cigar. All right, I'm gonna go get set up out there. See you guys in a minute. Oh man. And where are we? Alex Goyton, what up, man? Price action looks tenuous. Yeah, it's pretty shit. It's just boring. We get those phases from time to time. And Alex, thanks for joining me here. I'm also doing a couple other things. I'm getting into video editing and a lot of AI tools since I'm back streaming and I'm taking it way more seriously this time around. I have a lot to learn and I am learning a lot. It's fucking great, actually. I have a short since last night, expecting 28.8. Oof. Okay, based on what, Alex? Let's talk strategy. What do you use? Moving averages. Be right back. I'm grabbing my coffee. Yo, Jolly V, what's up, man? I have a long since lunchtime, currently underwater. Oh shit. Yeah, okay, so let's talk about that, Jolly V, too. I want to talk about our trades. What got you to enter the position? All right. Alex says ascending, broadening triangle. On the 1 hour. So
I would say let's start with Alex. Let me ask you this. What is the psychology involved in an ascending triangle? Looked at MSR, market cipher, and 4. And the 4 seemed promising, so I entered. MSR on what time scale? 4 hour. Okay. Well, keep in mind the 4 hour is a midterm target, so you're going to be underwater. This isn't quite a scalping technique. If you're thinking MSR scalp, you might want to look at very, very small time frames, like 15-second, 30-second. Not saying to start trading on it yet, but take a look. Open up MSR, run it on a very short time scale, and see how you like the moves. Last time I checked Bitcoin on MSR4, we're in a buy. So I don't think there's any reason to bug out of that just yet. Obviously, things change, situations can change fast. Yeah, MSR is really good though. Strongly encourage people to use MSR. It's one of the best. I also looked at my personal indicator. It's in my buy also. Okay, well, look, this is one of the curses of entering a position. Almost immediately you're underwater. It's just life. The life of a trader. They gotta punish us somehow, you know, freaking fate. Fate must punish us somehow. So let's see if you could take a look at my personal private indicator. I can give you access. Jolly, do you have me on Telegram? Why don't you message me there? What's up, big time mindset? What up? We're just talking trades and strategies and the position that people are in while I'm enjoying a beautiful cigar. This little spill right here that we see in the chart, it's looking very organic. That's a lot more, you know, that curvature it has. It's a lot more indicative of normal market participants. No signals yet. Guess we dump lower. Let's see what the RSI is. RSI is cooked. Now I think this is actually a pretty good place for a bounce. It's a Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's the weekly close. We tend to get the most fuckery on Fridays and Sundays. For weekly close purposes, obviously things shift. Oh, okay. Man, I keep trying to get into Discord and I can't. I only use it to game. I used it a little bit when I was playing Diablo 4. But yeah, we'll figure out how to get looking at it together. You can always email me. Um, so yeah, for a midterm position, I you do have to get used to being dunked underwater. Chances are Uh, most most midterm type positions don't catch the very bottom. They're based on indicators, and indicators are lagging information. So what they do is they get you in somewhere around 20% after the bottom. So you're going long and it gets you in 20% higher than the bottom was. uh, and when I say 20%, I mean, let's say we go from 29,000 to 31,000. That run is a $2,000 run. 10% of that is 200. 20% of that is $400. So what I'm trying to say is an indicator would get you in at somewhere around $400 after the bottom of the channel. Let's say we're in a channel, and it would leave you $1,600, but it probably would get you out before the top. So that's what indicators tend to do. And when you're talking a midterm time scale, it could be something like, it goes up $400, gets you in the trade, comes back to test something, $200 down, maybe even a full $400 down in this scenario. And then it continues trailing up back to break even and onwards. And this is where a lot of people get thrown off, especially if you're getting used to a midterm target trading. Then you need to get used to holding your head underwater. And by the time it comes back to break even, you can't exit the position thinking that it's going to go lower. Based on your initial mentality, you should stick with that trade unless factors absolutely facts absolutely change and give you 100% reason to believe something else, or reason enough to bail. Then you should ride your position. Your most logical state of mind is always going to be the moment at which you initially enter the position. Yep. Actually, that might not always be true, but that should be true. You should have your most logical state of mind before you'll have money riding on some shit. Once you start making money in a trade, you tend to get a little less logical. If you're not trained, you tend to let greed take over. You tend to let hope take over. You tend to let some of these other things jump in. And if you are underwater, then you tend to let fear, you tend to let the same, impatience and all these other things kick in. So I think it's trading is a very interesting life. A lot of willpower involved, and the reason why I consistently talk about pursuing the mastery of yourself and all these things is because trading will expose you to the absolute worst parts of yourself. When you're winning, it will bring out your pride, your greed, your all these terrible things, materialism. And when you're losing, it'll bring out your depression, your sense of valuelessness. It'll make you feel terrible. So trading, man, it really brings you on a wide range of emotion. You feel every bit of it. Underwater with no fear. Excellent, Jolly V. So, trading is something that really brings out a wide range of emotions. We all want the same thing. We all want to just be happy, live a good life, provide for the people we love. And trading seems like this, sure as shit way to get all that done. When in fact, it really isn't. It can be, certainly, but in order to get to the point where you can have a level head enough to make the same consistent decision over and over and over, whether you're up big or down big, up little, small, down little, whatever. Until you get to that point, there's a wide ocean that you need to cross, an ocean of emotion. And you have to learn how to handle all those parts of yourself. And if you think you're going to do that in a 3-day weekend seminar, you're absolutely wrong. It's going to take you years to understand the true pain of getting liquidated, the true pain of losing at time after time after time. losing so many times that you take a break and you finally realize, oh shit, I made this mistake consistently. Why did I let myself destruct so poorly, actually so aggressively? Um, very important. All these epiphanies that you get as a trader, they change the way you are. Now, they make you a better person if you adopt them into your day-to-day life. So I do think trading has some advantages. It's definitely not for everyone. It can be for everyone if they make it through the storm and can consistently pursue the mastery of themselves. That's very important. If you can if you can wake up from a failure and where you're going to make a lot of failures, if you can brush it off and learn, then you're going to be able to move in the right direction. If you can learn a lesson every day, then you might shorten that long, stressful period of time down to a year and months, months to a year. If you don't really pursue the mastery of yourself like that, then it could very well take forever, and you may quit, never having been able to trade because you couldn't ever control your mind. It's like a ladybug. Some weird beetle. So I think it's very important to learn. Wow, there's like a, oh, fuck you. Spit me or something. Was down to let him chill on my arm for a little bit, but he had to freaking dig his face into my arm and bite me or some shit. Little dick. Whatever. Um, yeah, so it's very important to realize what you're getting into as a trader. It's very important to make sure that you're humble. You want to make sure that you can pay for your bills for a long time and maintenance your car and pay car insurance and buy enough food. So trading needs to start off as, can I not lose money? And then let's say after 3 months, 6 months, you're consistently not losing money. Maybe even you're consistently gaining money. Well, now it's time to start thinking about, okay, am I putting in the hours that are maximizing this? Am I controlling my emotion? Am I doing everything right? Or at least a number of things right? Am I being consistent with my positions and my entries and my exits? Well, enough of this, and another handful of months go by, and now you're talking. You have a pretty reliable system. You have faith in yourself, and you probably have some money management skills. So trading should be a progression of not losing to winning a little bit to I have a system that works, and now you can win a lot more, right? And just imagine you keep kind of taking steps up along the chain there because you're also going to get knocked down a few steps periodically. There's going to be a black swan event, and it's going to nuke you. You're going to think you have to go back to the drawing board completely. And truth is, maybe you do, but more likely all you needed to do is have been consistent and you would have been okay. If you reboot and you start with the same consistent style that you have, you're probably going to be doing okay. But this is something important to realize. The market isn't always the same market. There are markets that are driven by emotion, markets that are driven by accumulation, by distribution, by whales, right? We have different types of markets. And it's very important to make sure that you have a strategy for each. And it can be your main strategy, but your main strategy has to be able to adopt to these multiple different times in market psychology. Give you an example. In an all-time high, you almost don't even need a strategy. Whatever strategy you have, it doesn't matter in an all-time high. It goes absolutely haywire. It's a 100% emotional time. And when you're in an all-time high, it's a completely theoretical space. So what technicals do you have to latch onto? Maybe something far behind you that, you could say could be support or something like that. Maybe you have a fib extension that you say this is going to be what it heads up to. But all in all, especially with Bitcoin, it becomes an emotional frenzy. So John, I struggle the most being happy with my profit when I close out a position. Mostly happens when I would have made more if I stayed in. This leads to bad decision sometimes in my next trade. 100%, John. That's one of the main rules. Never let one mistake turn to two. You perceive that as a mistake, and then that potentially sets you up for mistake number two because now you're unbalanced. You have emotional baggage going into your next position. So the most important thing to do here is respect all money. You have to do something in your mind to hypnotize yourself every day. Say that you're thankful for the water you drink, the sun, the roof above your head, the food you eat, and be humble, man. You really have to just accept that I don't need to be driving the best. Maybe what this boils down to is comparing yourself to other people. So one of the most important things you can do is wake up every day and be absolutely thankful for every single little thing that you have. And enough of that, and you'll realize it doesn't matter if I make $1 or if I make 5 or if I make 1,000. If I'm able to be happy and I'm able to keep my belly full and I'm able to drink my fresh water and keep a roof above my head and I'm able to do this for the rest of my life, that's the key. That's literally the key. And on top of that, now that your survival needs are met, you're capable of expanding on many, many epiphanies. You're no longer a caveman stuck in caveman epiphany level. You're now at a zone in your life, a comfort zone, let's say, where you can expand beyond survival, basic survival needs, and you can explore other things, relationships and spirituality and God. Uh, pursue the mastery of yourself. That's when those things really unlock. I think the way that human evolution works is, a long time ago, there was cavemen, they needed to hunt, and if they didn't hunt enough and they didn't have enough food, they would die. They were really focused on survival-based needs. Was there much time to be spiritual other than to pray for rain and food, Yeah, motorist, step outside and smoke a cigar, bro. So I think that's kind of the evolution of the mind from a macro human perspective, humankind perspective to the individual in a single lifetime. Are you able to cover your basic needs? And if so, then you're able to add more onto the fire. You're able to expand and grow and pursue, I think, deeper epiphanies. So make sure that you're humble, and thankful every day. Make sure that you look at your life as a matter of paying bills for the next 20 to 50 years. Look, we're going to live a while, right? So just make sure that what you're doing is consistent with the life you want to live. And that should, at a very basic point, be shelter, water, fire, food. You want heat, obviously. So yeah, once those four things are met, your trading should be, uh, you should really make sure that your trading can go above that. But right now, that's all you got to be. Am I able to be living comfortably? And once you're able to consistently do that, Now you can add more to the mix. Yo, what's up, Ricardo? So yeah, be humble, man. That's one of, I think, the greatest epiphanies you can have as a trader. That'll affect the way you trade. It'll affect the way you see profit. And then obviously once you have bigger and better things to worry about, you're onto a different set of problems, but you have the basic set of skills to manage your survival needs. And now you're on to bigger, better things. You're on to bigger trades. And now you can worry about, why didn't I take more profit? Well, you know, examine that. Was it fear? Was it complacency? Whatever the case was, you're able to start working. That's actually a lot of traders, by the way. Most, I would say probably, yeah, most traders have trouble taking profits because there's always that, we're all gamblers, man. We have a gambler bug in us. So trading is. And we all have this belief that we can get more and that the market's going to do what we want it to. And we couldn't be more wrong. Jolly V, how can I reach you on Telegram? It's in the description below the video. You can reach me at Joe_Saz. Let's see what time it is because I got I'm back to working. I'm back to my client business, so I'm chilling with you guys before I get some clients. And if you need some personal one-on-one consulting, some coaching, feel free to reach out. I am offering my time as a service now to help people become better at what they're trading, better with their strategy, better with their understanding of markets and technical analysis, my personal signals. So if you want to consider a session, reach out directly and we can get you booked. But yeah, I am that's a very big part of my business. I think it's important to make sure I'm doing what I can to help other people learn from my failures. And as I offer my consulting services, this is a large part of the lessons that you'll acquire. Where where you're going wrong, I've been wrong, and I can help you become better. So if any of you guys are interested, don't hesitate to reach out. sazanalytica@gmail.com, Joe_Saz on Telegram, and I'll be happy to schedule you guys for a consultation. I'm doing it's $44 a half hour for my consulting services, starting off at pretty low price right now. Let's see here. Bitcoin Motorist. I was just thinking of you, Joe, because I was looking at UFC 291 bets. Yeah, Bitcoin Motorist, man, that's gonna be one hell of a show. That's gonna be a good one. UFC 291. You got Poirier Gaethje, BMF title. You got Blanchevich and you got Pereira. Blanchevich claims he wants to strike against Pereira. Doubt it, but let's see what happens. You got Kevin Holland versus Kasea. And I don't think Kasea has fought in a long time. I think Kevin Holland beats his face. You got Bobby Green versus Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson, I don't think he's won a fight in a few years. Gotta love him. But Tony Ferguson, man, he's an animal. I think that's a good fight though. You got Derek Lewis on the prelims. Derek Lewis used to be a main card fighter. He's lost a lot of fights, man. He is a black beast. He's good, he's big, but man, heavyweights have advanced. Heavyweights have changed. It's not the same thing as it used to be. It's not just like, you need to be big and have knockout power. everyone's big and has knockout power in the heavyweight division. Now you need to have agility. Got to have ground game. Derek Lewis got absolutely manhandled by Pavlovich. I think it was Pavlovich. So yeah, I think it's interesting, this UFC event coming up. Nice day out today. Anyone else got any questions? Anything they want to talk about regarding strategy, around about the charts, about time frames, about indicators, about life? Don't hesitate. Well, hope you guys are enjoying a good cigar. $44 an hour sounds like a steal. Bitcoin motorist, it's a half hour, but yeah, it's still a steal. I used to charge a lot more when business was booming. Uh, so right now, I think that's a very fair price. In fact, it's probably favors the individual that's learning. All right, Alex, thank you so much. Hope Fibbo Swanee and everyone else are well. I don't talk to Fibbo, but I do get on Zoom with Tyler pretty much every other weekend or at least once a month to watch the fights. So I'll let him know you send your love. I always let him know that the people send their love. So thanks, man. Cheers to you, brother. Take care, Alex. Pim, good midday to you, my friend. Motorist just lit up. Yeah, good idea. Man, it's so nice out. Don't eat any seed oils, guys. If you don't eat seed oils, you don't sunburn. I learned a lot about this stuff. I stopped eating seed oils a long time ago, and when the sun started coming out, winter ended, I my first day out, I think I even got a little red, but it didn't hurt, and I was tan the next day. Pim, I love the cold showers, by the way. I've been practicing the Wim Hof method for some time. It gives me mental clarity and helps strong against depression. Yeah, this is something that a lot of people don't realize with the cold shower. You're challenging yourself. It may seem minuscule, but you're bending outside of your comfort zone for that little bit of time, and you're challenging yourself to do something that you absolutely don't want to do. It's not comfortable to turn the shower water cold. But if you're able to calm your mind, stay relaxed and heal, and it's water, just breathe and heal and relax, and you're able to let that cold shock not break your mind, it's also healing your body. So you're kind of doing two things at once. I encourage people to do this because it's so good for you. It's so good for you to be like, oh no, I'm enjoying, I'm in my comfort zone. The shower water is nice and warm. What could be better right now? And then you flip the shower water cold. Yeah, it's a fucking change. And the seconds before you do it, you're fucking regretting that decision. You're saying, oh no, oh no. You turn the shower water cold and you just tell your mind, yo, it's all good. Let's breathe, let's relax, let's heal. Because I know this is healing. This shock is good for my body to get rid of old dead cells and to stimulate me with new ones. It's a really good thing for you. So it's strengthening of the mind and of the body. I'm happy to hear that, Pim, because it really is good for you. And depression, it's something that you can conquer. It's all in your mind. It's all your perception. Let's say you're depressed because you're having trouble paying bills and you have food in the fridge, but maybe it's not perfect. You have a car in the driveway, but it's not great. You have a roof above your head, but it's no mansion. Well, I bet you can go on Google and look at an African tribe where there's kids that are eating every 3 days, and the second you see their face on camera, they're smiling and they're jumping for joy and they're having the time of their life when they see some water sprout up out of the ground or some shit. Depression is all subjective, man. We live in a society where everything's very easy to obtain, and we have a strong tendency to compare ourselves to other people. That's kind of what the West and capitalism is about. Compare yourself to other people, and if you're not at the top, then you're failing. And that, I think, contributes a lot to depression. If you're able to be thankful and consider yourself blessed for what you have, depression goes away. It's a state of mind that you can easily overcome. And I know a lot of people with depression will say, well, it's not easy to overcome. It is. You just have to put the work in. You have to change your frame of reference, your paradigm. Once you realize that you actually do have it all, then you have everything you could possibly ask for relative to an African in some tribe. Well, puts the world in perspective for you. And compared to them, you have everything. So yeah, I think depression is something that a lot more people can win if they do perspective right and stop comparing themselves to the commercials on TV and the you know people there. And so, Tim, I fully agree. I also lie on a shack to mat kind of spike mattress every evening before I go to sleep. I've seen something like that. Um, yeah, I think it doesn't matter what you do. Bend out your comfort zone. Let your mind panic for a second and then say, fuck that. I'm doing this. That's how you overcome your fear. That's how you become brave. It's how you become courageous and strong, is by confronting things that make you uncomfortable. So I'm happy to hear you're doing this, Pim. This is something beautiful. You're going to be better than most people that you cross paths with. Most people are sheep. Most people are NPCs. Most people, though they may have free will and independent thought, they're for the most part agents of the matrix. And you need to bend out your comfort zone to really see that that's all this world is. It's a matrix. People are comfortable simply trying to go from point A to point B like ants in an anthill and fulfill what they believe to be their utmost purpose. Most people are just NPCs. It's important to break the mold. People still wear masks. people still believe in, the warming. The people believe there's going to be, fucking you got Bill Gates saying believes in climate change and all this stuff, and they need to blot out the sun. Yet they're flying around in private jets. A lot of people don't look at these facts and grow from them. They just listen to what they're told, do what they're told, stay in their comfy little closet. That's their whole existence. Yeah, motorists, 80% easily. 80%. Probably more. I have my NPC checklist of what I believe. I think most people are partial NPCs. Most people are NPCs. Let's say 80% are NPC. 10% are half in, half out, and 10% are free. Maybe less than that. And you guys, every day, make sure you take some deep breaths. It's interesting to think how many of us are just going through our day panting. Take some deep breaths. Take some deep breaths, people. Bitcoin motorist, I hope you're doing some push-ups, man. I know you can. I want you to be doing 10 push-ups every day, man. I know you very well, Patrick. I hope that you're in pursuit of the mastery of yourself in more ways than one. Your mind is not the only thing that you can master. Your body is very important to master as well. Fasting and stuff like that is mostly mental. I want you guys to be doing some push-ups, some squats, doing something that bends you out of your physical comfort zone as much as your mind. Pim, I consider myself to be a partial NPC because I still have to work for an income for a company, but that will change. I am investing in BTC to become fire. Well, Pim, that's an interesting point. You're aware. You're aware of that. That makes you above an NPC. An NPC is not at all aware of this. An NPC has very little awareness, man. Very little awareness. Almost a complete lack of awareness. So I would say the fact that you're even aware of these things makes you a step above an NPC. Much closer to a thought-provoking, conscious individual. Cass Bundy? Oh no. What I say is subjective. I'm not sure if everything I say is important, but definitely try to serve by providing wisdom. And there might be a little bit of it up in this channel. Now, motorist, yeah. Hey, look, I sometimes when I'm watching back my videos to do my editing and I hear myself say to do some push-ups, I do them. I just stop what I'm doing and I do push-ups. I tell William to do push-ups all the time. I do push-ups with him. It's very important to lead by example, and I do a lot of push-ups myself. It's also good because when you're doing push-ups, you're also planking, so your stomach muscles are getting stronger. So
Even if you have a big stomach and you can't really do sit-ups easily, do a lot more push-ups or hold yourself in a plank position for an extra 10 seconds, 20, 30, as many as you can. After you're done doing your push-ups, just stay there. Your stomach will get stronger. Yeah, very sunny here. Very sunny and quite beautiful here. Yeah, planks are so good for you. They're good for your shoulders too. So do it. Buy a house with some land, Pim. Keep bees. Nice garden. Grow my own food. Sorry, I still eat vegetables. Yeah, that's up to you, man. I think everybody is different. It's up to you what you want to put in it. Some things aren't necessarily as bad for some than others, but if you get on a diet, you're eating things that generally make you feel good, you're probably on the right track. If you want to try, bend out your comfort zone and take something out of your diet and try something new, I encourage that. Try it for a week, see how it works. But yeah, that's the goal. Get a farm, get some chickens, get some cows, get some bees, try to grow some fruit. Beautiful plan. Joe, what do you think the people that scanned their eye for a new shitcoin launch? I think those are absolute NPCs. Like, you couldn't be more of an NPC to scan your retina for a shitcoin. That was the dumbest shit that I've ever seen. Uh, yo, Cass Bundy, fucking excellent. Since the streams from February on the other YouTube, I always go to the gym. I always go 4 times to the gym in a week. That's the fucking man right there, man. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Um, yeah, motorists, they are absolute NPCs. If you went and stood in line to get your retina scanned, NPC. You're willing to sell your retina scan for a shitcoin. It's not even dollars. It's dumb. Yeah, Cass Bundy, this is my purpose, to inspire, motivate, and to teach. And I'm happy that I got through to even some of you. It is my purpose. I realize that. To bring as many people to the light, from the post chained to the post staring at the wall of illusion, out as close to the light as I possibly can. That is my purpose, and I'm happy to have served. That inspires me to keep going. Happy to serve, brother. Yeah, it's getting hot out. Smoke the rest of this in a bit. Think I'm gonna go in and wrap this up. I'm gonna cut out of the Zoom stream here and go back to my office. See you in a sec.
All right, people, I'm here. I think we had a good stream. I've heard some rumors BlackRock changing their balance from 60% stocks, 40% bonds, 80% BTC. I think that's always going to be the plan, to accumulate as much of this wealth as they possibly can, because Bitcoin is real money. The dollar is not. Gold is good. Company stock is volatile, especially with the changes they're making to the globe. So I agree with you. And motorist, I also agree. Grounding yourself to the earth. Walk barefoot. Wear leather-soled shoes. I try to do that as often as possible. Ground yourself to the earth. Very good for your blood. Very good for your soul, your body. All right, everyone. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be catching you guys. I gotta get some work done here. Maybe I'll be on for a stream a bit later, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours, another little Analytica. And I'll look forward to talking to you guys as much as possible. You guys know I'm here to help, here to serve, here to help you grow. And keep in mind, if you want to take on some coaching sessions, some strategy analysis, some Saz signal analysis, whatever you guys want to do, hit me up. We'll schedule a session. And I'm here to help you guys grow. Let's look at the baggage you have going into your trades. Let's eliminate a lot of that. Let's make you better. So I'm here to help you grow in every way that I possibly can. Reach out to me directly if you're interested in any of these sessions. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for tuning in. Much love to you all. Stay strong and continue the pursuit of the mastery of yourself. Everyone take care. Have a beautiful day. Peace.